Hey everyone, my name's Hailey Robinson. I am the A&R agent out of Georgia. I am in Upson and Lamar counties. So I've had a lot of people ask me lately about our virtual escape room. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take you through the room and show you where all the different clues are and how to escape the room. So I'm going to share my screen. And so now you should be seeing the account that we so I created this and it's called Room Escape Maker. It took a little bit to create the room. I actually had to watch a YouTube video to figure out all the different steps because say you're like hiding keys or trying to put scissors inside a cabinet or something. So a lot of different steps to it. But I decided because I was doing 4-H temporarily in one of my counties and I wanted something that the kids could play because we were in school club meetings and we would go through the lesson and then I wanted something that they could go home and play to use everything that they learned from that day. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on the link. So once we send you the link, all you have to do is click on it and it'll take you straight to the room. And so it starts, it says intro to 4-H. Escape room is created by Upson A&R. To escape this room, you must use your 4-H knowledge, find the clues, answer the questions, use the tools, and escape the room in 60 minutes if you can. So I gave him that longer time frame, but you can edit it however long you want it to be. So you're gonna go ahead and push play room or play game. And then in this room, there's 4 different walls. So the first wall is actually the final door. And anytime you do an escape room through this, it'll first come up that final door. So if they go to click on the door, it'll ask for a 4-digit code. Um, there's no clues onto what it is because you got to go through the other ones to get to it. So a lot of kids will click on that. They'll try different numbers. Say you try a bunch of ones, says that nothing's happening. So it means that that is not the correct clue. Then you can go through and you can kind of click. I made the room so that it was interactive. There's multiple different things that might kind of throw them off. So like if you click on this window, nothing happens. You click on this one, nothing happens either. So then you can go to the next room. So when you go to the next room or the next wall, you've got kind of like the lounge area. You click on the TV, says, oh, it's off. You can click on the books and it says that it's, oh, it's nothing interesting. I try to kind of prompt so they'll click all over the place and just to see what's going on. These books, there's nothing unusual with them. You click on the remote control and it says it's useless. So that, I mean, you could do it where you have to put the batteries in the controller, but we decided not to do that for this one. Then when you click on this drawer, you'll get to a magnifying glass. So when you click on that magnifying glass, it actually gets saved over here into our inventory items. So these are items that we can use to help answer some of the other clues. If you click on the pillow on the couch, it says to cut. Well, so far we haven't found anything to cut it, right? So if you go to the next page, because you've clicked on everything and you just don't know what you can do because you need something to cut that pillow, go to the next page. And then we get to kind of our tool area. So on our tool area, you'll click and it says there's a code for each one of these. But there's no clue on what those codes are because the clue is hidden somewhere inside this room. You click on the crowbar, it says there's something here. And then if you click on the sticky note, it says unreadable. Well, what did we just find? We just found a magnifying glass. So we take the magnifying glass, and then if you click on the sticky note, it says emblem. So remember, we're doing intro to 4-H information. So if you click on the magnifying glass, you click on this, it says emblem. So the clue is emblem. So one of the answers to one of these has to be the 4-H emblem. So if you click down here on this one, all of these have different ones that you can try. You can kind of do process of elimination depending on how many letters go in there. Click on this one, it's just opens up and there's some books in there to kind of throw them off. So if you try this one, so the emblem is the clover, right? If we try to type in clover, well, it doesn't fit. So it's probably not that one. Try this one. Still doesn't fit. Doesn't fit on that one either. And then if it fits on this one, let's try it. Says nothing happens. So it's not the right clue. There's something else that goes to that one. If we try this one down here, And then it opens up and there's 5 sticky notes. If you click on it, the first says, what are the 4 H's? So that's a clue. Probably the 4 of these boxes might be the 4 H's, right? So let's try head. That one worked. So if we click on the rope, it says it's nothing useful. Head, what's another one? Heart, for that one. Okay. Then we've got the hammers. The hammer went into our inventory. So if something goes into the inventory, it's probably something we're going to use. So we have our head, our heart, our hands. It says that we don't need the screwdriver. And then we've got our health. And then our health. And this just says this one is empty. So we've collected everything on here. So we've got a hammer and we've got a magnifying glass. The hammer probably isn't something we'd use to cut. So let's go to the next wall. And so this next wall is kind of like a reading area, right? We've got uh, books in here and it says you need a key to open that. So we haven't found the key yet. And on this one, it says to smash. So we wouldn't use the magnifying glass, but we might use the hammer. So use the hammer, you click on this, and it smashes it. And once you smash in it, you can open up that door, and then you see there's a pillow that's not the right item. But then we found our scissors. So our scissors went into our inventory. And remember, we had to go cut that pillow. So let's go back to the pillow. It says to cut. So grab the scissors, cut the pillow, and then inside the pillow is that key. So the key went to the inventory. So there's that one that said we needed to open up this, right? So we're going to take our key and we're going to unlock this door. And then it gives us some shelves with books. So this is where it kind of gets confusing for some. If you click on it, it says it's the door code. It says somewhere in this bookshelf is the door code. So it might take them a little bit of time. I mean, one, to find all those different clues before. I mean, this is kind of a longer process. But then when you get to this, the way I designed it is for you to count the book. And so the door code had 4 different numbers that it needed. And so I actually did for each one of these little areas is the number. So here in Georgia, the first Corn Club started in 1904. So that is actually the code to the door. So you've got one book right here. And then if you count it, there's 9. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books there. And then there's not a single book in this area. So 1, 9, 0, and then you've got 4. So it takes you back to the door. If you click on the door and you try 1904, you try it, gives you a check mark, and you click it again, and then you've escaped the room. So I mean, it's pretty simple once you know how to get through it. But for the kids, I mean, it may not necessarily be. We had all of our 4th and 5th graders take it. Actually, had some senior 4-Hers take it first, and they really liked the game. They wrote me some little blurbs back so that I could talk to the kids about it when we got to it. Here in Georgia, we do in-school club meetings. So we actually meet in Upson County with all of our 4th and 5th graders. So last year it was 650. This year we have 598. And I had every single one of them in their class. We got through the intro to 4-H lesson, and then they were able to play this game. And the game is always open on our website, so they can play at any point. So they won the game, right? On our website, I actually have an area, and I'll go ahead and show you that too. If you type in like Upson County Extension, and then depending on like what state you're in, if you type in Upson County Extension, Georgia, but so mine automatically pops up. So if we go and click on the website, then once you get to the website, you go under 4-H Youth Development, and then it's under Virtual Resources. So when you scroll down, you see the intro that took a little snapshot of what it looks like when you're first going into the room. And then this button will take them straight to the room to play. So we actually have had a lot of kids when they have free time at school on their Chromebooks, they'll go in and play this game. The really neat thing about this is if you go back to the account, I can see how many people have played and how many people have escaped the room. So I've had 844 people play this game and only 114 have escaped it. And then its overall rating is a 4 out of 5. So, I mean, if you have any questions, actually, so the side thing is that once somebody learns the answer, they can tell their friends what the answer is. And so we've had some kids that they figured out the code. Well, you can skip all of these other steps if you just go straight to the door and try to get out. So I hope you enjoy the game. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me about it. If you want to know how to make one, I can kind of help walk you through it. The account that I have, I used a free account. I know there's a bunch of different other escape rooms, but this one is the most similar to one that I've participated in face to face. So I wanted to make it a little bit more accurate to like a face to face one without using like wall tricks or something. If you have any questions, my email is hrobinson@uga.edu. Thanks so much.